You are watching 2+ Nevada, and I'm so excited to have Jocelyn Lantrip with the Food Bank of Northern Nevada joining us again this afternoon. Jocelyn, thank you for being here.
Thank you for having me.
So we're really here just to kind of do a status update on the Food Bank of Northern Nevada. You know, we had that tremendously successful Share Your Christmas in mid-December, and now you've got to get all that food out to everybody, and more than 1 million meals, and distributing all of that. What is that shaping up to be like for you?
Well, it's true. A lot of food in that warehouse. And we do see every year a real drop in volunteering after January 1st. So we're doing okay in January. We have quite a few sessions to pack that food and get it out. But we really need some help in February especially. And it really helps to get groups. So if people are thinking about getting a few people together, it doesn't have to be your work. It could be any group you're involved with. Even we have a cul-de-sac that comes in monthly.
Oh, I love that.
Yeah, it was started by a teenager, and she's wanted to get her neighbors together to come out and help. And she ended up, that group ended up being in our top 10 as far as hours for volunteering. So anybody can be a group. So
you know what? You just gave me a great idea, because we live on a great block and we all have block parties and stuff like that. And instead of doing, let's say, a block party of a potluck, which is what we tend to do quarterly or what have you, we could do a block party and go out and help pack and kind of talk about what that looks like. It's actually a very organized way of being able to get these meals distributed.
It is, and it's pretty turnkey. It's a 2-hour session. You do need to come out to the food bank, so we're a little bit outside of town, but you sign yourself up. If you're a group, you call Vicki or email Vicki, and she sets you up, our volunteer coordinator. And then it's a very short training. Our volunteer specialist, Ron, he tells you, like, this is what you look for. You examine the food, make sure it's not expired or close to date. We put it into categories, and we weigh those boxes and get them ready to go out to partner agencies. So all that food that comes in at Share Your Christmas, you see like a box of entrees or a box of canned vegetables or canned fruit. And then that is what the agencies can order. And then we pick those orders and get them out to the 140 agencies.
I love that. And then, okay, so again, I'm literally thinking of my neighborhood. Can children participate in these group volunteers?
Amazing question. Yes, any child 10 and over can come out to the food bank anytime with a parent or an adult. So that's great. We do have a couple times of year where kids can come out that are even younger. One time in October, and Martin Luther King National Day of Service is one of them. That one is pretty full right now, but kids that are 10 and over can come out anytime with their families. So.
I love that. Okay, so again, all of this is talking about getting the food that you currently have in the warehouse distributed to your partner agencies and distributed out to Nevada. Talk about your distribution feeder networks and how far your reach is.
Yes, so our service area is pretty big. It is 90,000 square miles. So we're all of Northern Nevada. We have a sister food bank in Vegas, and they handle the 3 counties down there, but we are everything else. And then we also have a little slice of California, the eastern slope of the Sierra, Susanville, Bridgeport, Mammoth is in our service area. So all those places that is tough for those food banks in California to get to them in the winter, and we serve them too. So that food will go out to faith-based pantries, to rehab centers, to senior centers, childcare, all kinds of different nonprofits that need food for the people they're serving.
So when you're talking about this 90,000 square miles and all of these partners that you have, realistically, when you're talking about 1 million meals that have been gathered at Share Your Christmas, how long does that last you?
It doesn't last as long as we want it to, I have to be honest, because we are helping so many people right now. 160,000 people every month need services from the food bank. So we do go through that in a few months, and that is why we are always asking. Food is something that you need to replenish all of the time, and ideally, we would like to help people eat 3 meals a day. So it is something that you always need to be feeding that supply, and that's why we love this community, because we couldn't do it without them. We do need to process those donations, and it's another step, but 2 hours in the warehouse, you're helping thousands of families.
That is so cool, right? To think that 2 hours of your time, that's all that it takes, and you're helping thousands. So if people want to learn more about the food bank, if people want to sign up, they can email Vicki.
Yes.
So that email is on your screen, but also for more information, what's the website and how can people sign up for specific hours?
Sure. So it's fbnn.org. We have a Get Involved section, and that can get you to the volunteer page. Tells you all about it, but you sign up. It's pretty easy, and then you just sign yourself up for sessions, whatever you want to do. We also have opportunities in town, but those fill up pretty quickly. We really need help in the warehouse.
Awesome. Jocelyn, thank you for joining us this afternoon.
Thank you so much.
You're watching 2+U Nevada.